Hey guys, Harmeet here. Welcome back to the channel. I apologize for disappearing from the channel for a few weeks. I haven't uploaded a video. The last video I uploaded was the announcement of the giveaway. So Daryl has been sent the microphone. Hopefully, if you're watching, Daryl, you've received the microphone and you're starting to have fun with it. Anyway, holiday season is coming up. So I'm sure you will have plenty of opportunity to use that microphone and create some cool videos. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about Luminar 3. It is available on pre-release right now until the 18th of December. So if you're watching this video after the 18th of December, it's already available. You can go ahead and order it. I have an affiliate link down the bottom or up here. You can use that, and if you use that link, obviously they pay me a little small commission for promoting and using this software. Using my affiliate link and using my discount code, which is Photo Insomnia, that basically gets you even more discount. So if you're interested in buying this software, it's a one-off payment, and with one license you can install it up to 5 machines. That's right, I don't see Lightroom doing that anyway. In Lightroom CC, you can install it up to 2 machines, and that's it, no more. So in my case, I have Luminar 3, this software running on my Mac, which you can see here, also on my MacBook, and also on my Dell XPS. So all 3 computers, I'm using Luminar 3 now, and I can create my catalog, import my photos in there, and that's the big deal with Luminar 3. It has what's called libraries, similar to your catalogs in Lightroom. One thing they've done really well in this particular libraries is the layout of the images. The way they display the images are nice and big, and they basically tile them. So if you have various different sizes, they are organized in a way they look pretty. So as you can see here, this is my album. So this is like a collection in Lightroom. Not a smart collection, but just a collection in Lightroom. So in this album, I can drag and drop my photos and I can see them. All of my catalog images are here, as you can see, and I can basically look at all of my 2018 photos. One of the really great things they've done, and I think it's great, plus not so great. The reason being, in this software, what they've done is the folder that you pick and import the photos from, it's basically monitoring that folder constantly or frequently. I don't know how constantly or frequently it monitors, but it means that you don't have to import photos, or you don't have to go and synchronize that folder, which is what you'd have to do in Lightroom. For example, if I am in 2018 folder and in December I go and take photos and I import that folder here, down here, I would have to go and import those photos again in Lightroom's case. But here, when I add them, basically the folder will just show up because it's constantly hunting for that. Now in my case, because all of my photos live on a Drobo, that is good and bad. In this collection or this folder, I have 10,000 plus photos. And if I scroll quite quickly, sometimes I get these little black boxes, as you can see here, where it's still trying to pull those previews off the network drive in real time, and I believe it's because it's still searching for new photos that might be there. In Lightroom, it actually doesn't do that. Once you import the photos, the previews are generated. It's not scanning that folder. So great idea, but I'm not sure if that works in my case when I'm looking at a network drive. So maybe you could tweak that in the next version, so in a network drive it doesn't scan, or give the users an option to choose, do you want it to constantly scan those folders or not? And that way, you know, the previews are there, the previews are loaded into the catalog of Luminar, and I don't have to do anything after. The images will just show up. So again, not a big deal, but I think something from a user experience perspective, I think they could do better. So all of the photos are there and they render, and you just double click to go into them. As I mentioned, albums here are like collections. So you can create your own collection. You have the option to sort and search for those filters, which is similar to Lightroom as well. The way they've done the ability or the functionality of ranking your photos, The keyboard shortcuts are very much similar to Lightroom, if not identical. If I want to pick a photo, I can hit P for pick, which is the same for Lightroom. And in this case, P becomes picked and becomes your favorite photo, so you can edit it. X for reject, if you want to do that. So you can see that gets rejected. Once the photo is rejected, obviously you don't want to edit it. You can remove it from the collection or delete it and send it to your rubbish bin or trash can, depending on what you're using, Mac or Windows. You can also unpick a photo by hitting U, and that shortcut is exactly the same as Lightroom. Now from the grid view, this is what it's called. This is the grid view. You can go into the editing view or the development part of the photo. And guess what? It's the same shortcut, D. Hit the D key and you are in the editing interface, or in Lightroom, you were in the develop interface. So very similar. So the great thing then is, because they've used the same shortcuts, anyone transitioning across from Lightroom over to Luminar, the learning curve is very short and you are up and running in no time at all, and you can start basically processing your photos and editing them as you go. So here I can go and edit this photo, pull down the highlights, use the AI filter to enhance this image. Sky enhancer, let's see what it does. Again, it's a little bit overexposed, so let's see if I can pull some of this back. The sky is still blown out, so not a great shot, but you know, just I'm showing you the functionalities here. The preview is nice and quick. If I want to go back to my grid view, I hit the G key, G key, and I go back to that. Double click on the photo. Again, just like Lightroom, double click on it, it goes into the development screen and I can edit that photo. Here, obviously I can pull down some of the highlights, open up some of the shadows. You see the preview, that's really quick. I find it much faster than Lightroom. Lightroom, there's still, no matter how fast they make it, Lightroom still has a little lag or a glitch where it kind of hangs there, thinks for a second, and then shows you the preview. Whereas I'm not seeing that with Luminar 3. So well done guys, that's a really huge time saving. You also have a film strip that goes along the side here, and that film strip lets you select and move to the next photo and continue with the edit. So once you've selected the photo, you can go and do anything that you want with that photo, start editing it, and basically, yeah, go for it. So that's really cool. You have the ability to obviously see before and after, a split screen interface of before and after. Again, those things were already there in Luminar. Go back up or go back to the grid view and see all your photos. So once you mark your photos as selects or picks, again, the ranking, did I talk about the ranking? Yes, the shortcuts are the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can rank your photos as stars. So 1 to 5 key obviously are the star ratings, and then 6 to 9 are your color ratings. So you have the red, yellow, and so on. You can also very easily filter those photos. So once I'm in a selection or an album, I can go and choose all of my 5-star photos. I only got 3 that I think are 5-star, 3 and more. Have a bit more, okay, that's great. If I want to see all of my red photos labeled with the label red, these are all the red photos. Double click in there, go into the edit interface, pull down some of the highlights, open some of the shadows, AI boost, boom, there we go. Sky enhancer doesn't do anything, which is cool because there's no sky. See, I can't even move the slider. Dehaze a little bit, great. Pull down the blacks, add more contrast, punch, bit more clarity, and we're up and running. So, you know, very quickly you can edit your image. You've got obviously the ability to see, your presets or looks down the bottom. And I think one thing that Luminar does better than Lightroom is because it shows you here the preview of your preset. You actually can have a visual cue as to which one you like. So if I'm gonna go warm sunset, I like that. That's kind of the feeling that I had when I was there. It was nice and warm. The sun was setting, so the light was disappearing, and again you see the image looks really great. And I can dial down the effect by hitting 100 down to 0 if I want, or keep it somewhere here, 80% maybe. That's the effect that is applied. So if you used Luminar before, you'll be familiar with that functionality. What else? What else? The shortcuts are the same as I mentioned, and the so let's go back to all photos. Here I'm gonna go to some of the other photos, double click, and then start editing those. AI boost, highlights down, really cool. And let's see what it does for the sky enhancer. There's not much of sky there. It's overcast and so on. So clarity, let's punch the clarity on this image. Really punch it. Clarity is good. Contrast, a bit more contrast please. Blacks, darken the blacks. Not too much, just enough. There. Go back down. And so you can continue editing. Then switch to another photo and you can start editing that. So my initial thoughts, I really am liking Luminar 3. I think it's a long time coming. They announced that something like this with digital asset management, it's a technical term I think, back then, announced last year, I think in Q4 they announced it, but now finally it's here. It works and it's a great alternative to Lightroom. So if you don't want to pay the subscription, you can certainly get Luminar 3 with libraries as a one-off payment, and you can start cataloging your photos, creating different albums, sorting them, grouping them, and yeah, just having a clean interface to edit those photos in. Yeah, if you're interested, check it out. The link down bottom or up here in the video. Don't forget, if you're interested in purchasing it, make sure you use my coupon code PhotoInsomnia, and that will get you another discount. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you back here soon. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and give it a thumbs up if you like this video. I'll see you soon with more videos back on this channel. I'm back and I'll be uploading more regularly. So I'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.